Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey sat down with Sean Backman, who played for Avon Old Farms and Yale before embarking on his pro hockey career. This year, he will be starting his 9th year of professional hockey. Hockey has been a part of your life forever. Your father, Mike, played for the Rangers before you were even born. So when did you first get out on the ice?
My dad put me out on the ice when I was 18 months old, so I was pretty young.
Where did you play youth hockey, and what do you remember most about that experience?
Early on, I'm talking 3-4 years old, we lived in White Plains, New York. When I moved to Connecticut, I ended up playing Darien youth hockey for 1 year, and then the year after I made the switch to Mid-Fairfield. I just remember having a lot of fun. That's when hockey's at its purest form. It's more about just having fun and going out there and scoring goals with your friends. That's how I met the majority of my friends.
What was it like having your dad as a coach, and what did that mean for your game and your relationship?
I think it was good. At an early age, my dad always told me when we're at the rink, your coach, he never really, showed any kind of favoritism. And then, once the skates were off, he's my dad again. So he's got a really good knowledge of the game, and I owe a lot of my success to him.
You went on to play prep hockey at Avon Old Farms School. When did you realize that this is something that you wanted to take to the next level after that?
I got a good opportunity to go play at Avon, and it was a blast. I don't know if there was a certain point or time when I realized that college hockey could be a thing for me, but I started getting some letters and some interest. I think it was my junior year. I didn't get too many offers. I got the one that I really wanted, and it was kind of a no-brainer for me then.
So you played college hockey close to home, you went to Yale. How did you make that decision to go to that school?
I did pretty well in school, so an Ivy League education wasn't out of the cards. They showed interest in me at an early age. Once I started to play better at Avon, talks got more serious, and I think it came down to 3 or 4 schools, but once I got into the school, it was a no-brainer for me.
After college, you began your career playing 7 seasons in the AHL. 2 were with the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. How would you describe your AHL experience?
It was good. My first year, I played in Texas. I guess I was just naive, thinking I was just going to come in and play the top minutes that I used to play in college, and that was not the case. But then the following years, I went to Bridgeport. This is my home state, and my parents and friends came to watch all my games, and that was a really good experience. I went to Sound Tiger games when I was younger, and to come back and actually play for them, it was a lot of fun.
Your sisters married hockey pros, and Matt Molson and Jonathan Quick. Yep. What is it like having hockey in common with your brothers-in-law?
I consider those two my best friends. I've known Quickie for a long time. We started playing together, I think we were 10 years old. And then getting to know Matt over the years has been great. It's just easy to get along with them because we have that in common.
Most recently, you're playing for the Berlin team in the German Ice Hockey League. What influenced your decision to join that team?
I've played 7 years in the American League, so my North American career has kind of hit a dead end, I would say. I was just looking for a fresh new start. They presented me with an opportunity to go play over there, and I talked it over with my wife, and we decided that we were going to go.
What is it like playing in Europe compared to the US?
So everyone there speaks German, but for the most part, you get around okay by speaking English, because Berlin's an international city. Before last July we left, we had never been to Europe. So that was just a complete culture shock for us. As far as the on-ice stuff, the game's a bit different. It's a little more offensive over there. The ice is 15 feet wider. It's just a little more run and gun compared to North American style hockey. But I had a blast playing there this year. It was probably one of the best years I've had playing pro hockey, and we're looking forward to going back.
As your career takes you to different places, what's it like to have Connecticut as your home base during the off-season?
I love it. To come back to a place like this, it's what I'm familiar with. It's where I train. My wife's from California, so we spend half our summer in California and then half back here before we head back to Germany. So I love it out there, but it's not home.
What advice do you have for youth players in Connecticut as they look for high school and anything beyond that with their hockey career?
As long as you're having fun playing the game, that's the most important. But if they really want to make a serious run at whatever it is, just work as hard as you can. A lot of people probably didn't think I was going to do what I did with my career, but one thing I did have was a good work ethic, and it's probably the reason why I got as far as I did. So just work as hard as you can, and you just let the other things take care of themselves.